Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. We've got a short one today. It's end of term and things are crazy, but we're gonna try to play through Lost Wiki as well as do our sponsored stream. So, no chitty chatting. We gotta hop right into it. But I hope you're all doing fantastic. I got terrified today, by the way. I said no chitty chatting and immediately started chitty chatting. Jesse messaged me and was like, hey, for the show today, here's where you need to send the VOD. And I was like, today? What are you talking about? And then Krendor messaged me like, hey, did we, because our third guest pulled out. So he was like, hey, did we get a replacement? And I was like, no. And he was like, all right, just Krendor and Dodger, I guess. And I was like, but it's not today. We're not doing it today. We're not doing it today. Guys, we all know we're not doing it today, right? Wild. Anyways. It's Thursday. It's not Geekenders Day. It's Thursday. goofies? Alrighty, let's look at our... Oh. We can turn the dithering off if we want. If I turn it off. It's still kind of there, though. Ah, that gets rid of it. I don't mind all this. So I'm gonna leave it on. Hopefully it's all right for everybody. Looks like this game typically takes people about 2 hours, so we'll see. Enter your credentials. Oh. Credentials entered. It should have been updated. Game isn't covering the whole screen. Really? Now it's not covering enough of the screen. What? Well, I'll make it slightly bigger. We'll see if that ruins anything. Potential job in Kozlovka. I've read your articles, and I think you can notice what others miss. You're thorough and, more importantly, careful. That's what I need. I've granted you limited access to the database. It holds more than enough if you know where to look. Okay. Kozlovka is a small town located in the eastern region of Zarnava, nestled at the edge of the Byalovets forest. The town boasts its agricultural achievements with incredibly fertile soil. Kozlovka was founded in 1887 and survived significant challenges, including German occupation during World War II and the later Soviet influence. Okay. What does this do? In the database, press the full screen button on the corner of the image. Hold and drag to move. Scroll to zoom. Use the plus and minus buttons. Okay. Image viewer. Enter your system code followed by the local area code. Okay, so that's something I need to find. Blank is a quiet... Oh! Blank is a quiet town in Zarnava. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's a little bit, Golden Idol. It is beside the blank, a vibrant woodland with a distinct ecosystem. At the heart of the forest, a tall tree stands proud. The locals refer to it as... Oh. The town itself has a thriving blank business. Okay. Press the attachment file you would like to view. We granted you limited access to the database. It holds more than enough if you know where to look. Database instructions. Use the hyperlinks to navigate around the database. Drag the right words. When you are satisfied with your conclusions, submit the findings to me and I will review. Use the hyperlinks. Okay. So if I click on this, okay. The Draken Oak. Known for its distinctive natural features, it is home to an ancient tree, the Draken Oak, which is believed to be over 1,000 years old. It is also home to a unique and rare fungus, symbiotic ergot. That's pretty sick. Okay. Right, go away. Agricultural achievements. Their yearly yield supplies around 10% of the food in Zarnava. Their medicinal herbs are also known to be overly potent. Even with their success, there have been pushes to industrialize their practices, most notably the Modern Farming Initiative proposed in the 90s. One which boasts bountiful harvests and provides food sustainability. Medicinal herbs grown in the area are too potent for use and are not approved by the government. Some locals vouch for their effectiveness, such as the local pharmacist, Dr. Mstislav, and the witch, although she advocates more for its use in ancient pagan rituals. Thriving herb business? Or fertile soil business? Oh, sure. Submit. Kozlovka is a quiet town in Zarnava. It is beside the something forest, a vibrant woodland with a very distinct ecosystem. At the heart of the forest, a tall tree stands proud that locals refer to as the Draken Oak. The town itself is a thriving agriculture business, one of which boasts bountiful harvests and provides food sustainability. You found something, but not enough. If you want to keep going, you'll need to understand where this place began. Look for patterns and connections. The flowchart is a tool, not a solution. Follow the threads, not the labels. Engraved on the tree are 2 runes. Okay. The forest. The Draken Oak. Carving on the tree was said to be a pagan tradition to honor the agricultural season. It is protected by the Zarnavian government in 1991 after establishing their independence. The tree is the primary host for the fungus. Okay, so we've got that up. And then maybe if we look into the witch. The witch is the local shaman who owns a small shop on Kozlovka's High Street. She's most known for her appearance with her iconic one bloodshot eye. Even as a pillar of Kozlovka's culture, there is a decline in interest for ancient pagan rituals. As a tourist, you can get her signature spiritual chalk. Spiritual chalk is the flagship product of the witch, a local shaman. It is advertised to be able to commune with the surrounding nature and the souls of those who perished. Traditionally, it's the woman's job to mark sites with rune symbols, as many did in the past. But what are the runes? That's what I need. Claviceps symbiotica is a unique fungus in the forest that relies on a symbiotic relationship with their plant host, the Draken Oak. The fungus known to cause extraordinary fertility of the surrounding land. Dr. Casimir Ostrovsky was the leading expert in the symbiotic ergot. Though uncommon, it can also be used as a medicinal herb. Pagan tradition to honor the agricultural season. Access restricted. Passcode hint. Year of Zarnava independence. Oh. Okay. Passcode accepted. This initiative started in 1991 when Zarnava gained its independence. Its purpose was to preserve sites and documents of rune symbols! See below the list of topics. Heron's mark. Okay, wait, where is our picture? There it is. Okay. There we go. Symbol of fertility. The top being Zemina's cross. And the bottom being... The two interwoven lines represent duality, growth and decay, renewal and remembrance. The twin glyph. Nice. The locals clearly hold spiritual beliefs tied to the forest. These beliefs are not unfounded, for there are colonies of... symbiotic ergot around the tree. The fungus is likely the cause of the town's agricultural success. Submit! Engraved on the tree, there are two runes, the top being Zemina's cross and the bottom being twin glyph. The locals clearly hold spiritual beliefs tied to the forest. These beliefs are not unfounded, for there are colonies of symbiotic ergot around the tree. The fungus is likely the cause of the town's agricultural success. Thank you. Apologies for being cautious. I needed to know you were the right person for the job. I haven't been fully honest with you. This isn't just research. Someone I care about disappeared in the early 90s. Official records are incomplete and inconsistent. Most people stopped asking. I didn't. In the 1990s, there was a string of disappearances, most notably blank. Oh, okay. Date of the Winter Festival. Means for some food, supply for the battalions. A huge offensive was launched, cornering the Nazis in the forest. Dozens of lives were lost. Afterwards, Zarnava declared independence in 1981. Right. Where did I find? I guess I can close that now. Because of this, that the blank was scrapped. The victim's belongings were found in the blank, which is where they were presumed to have met their ends. I'm going to assume that's the forest. It's a mushroom. Okay. The Draken Oak. Carnavian government. Town ledger. No hint available. In the 90s, there was a string of disappearances. Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky is a Russian mycologist who specialized in the study of rare fungi. He moved to I can see why you recommended this game to me. He moved to Zarnava and dedicated most of his 30-year career studying the symbiotic ergot. He was invited to Kozlovka as part of the Modern Farming Initiative, primarily researching the ecosystem in the forest. Jan, current mayor. He came into mayorship after he superseded his father. He was best known for proposing the Modern Farming Initiative to undergo research. I like this. This is kind of like Root Trees Are Dead meets Golden Idol. I like the Mad Libs style shit. It's nice. Attila Dragunov, the mayor from 1945 to 1982, established the Kozlovka police force and has an affection for bisons, who was superseded by his son when he mysteriously vanished. Oh, most notably, Attila Dragunov. The 90s disappearances. 15 people vanished over the course of 2 months in the summer of 1992. Most notably, Attila Dragunov was among the missing, as well as one non-local. The investigation, led by Jan Dragunov, ran cold after a year, having only found a few items from several victims. Kozlovka tragedies. No hint. Okay, let's try 1992, I guess. Hmm. "15 people vanished over 2 months. The investigation ran cold after a year." Oops. No hint. No hint? And that symbol was family. Associated with the god of thunder, believed to offer protection against misfortune and ill omens. Right, it was that one. Oh, here we go. That's nice. That's helpful. Date of the winter festival. Mstislav was an accomplished medical doctor and the local pharmacist. He was the first to formulate a medicine using the local colony of symbiotic ergot. No one has been able to replicate his success. He's a vocal advocate of using Kozlovka's medicinal herbs for nationwide medical use. Town ledger. And we've looked at all this. The Winter Festival. I don't remember seeing that anywhere. It was because of this that this something was scrapped. This article's been modified. Why is that? Why can't I click on this? That's interesting. Huh. Huh. I feel like the 14 here is going to be part of it. Maybe 15, 14? No. 15 people vanished. This was associated with number 14. This symbol is a, like, protection against evil symbol. Jan. Proposal involved Ostrovsky, who was invited to the town. Then is he the other disappearance victim? No. He was there for 30 years. He must have been considered a local by then. No hint for the town ledger. But these three things, the Dragonovs apparently are attached to it. See below a list of topics related to the ZCPI. Does the question mark do anything? What, on these? It just means that I haven't made a connection there yet. But all the things that have question marks right now are things where I have to figure out the code. See, when I click on them, they're like, passcode required. But one of them has a hint and the rest of them don't have hints, which is sick. From 1941 to 1944, Kozlovka was occupied by the Germans. So maybe 1944 is the key here. 1944? No. Dozens of lives were lost, which ended in a Soviet victory. I can't tell if they've just set a bad precedent having the first one be a date. And maybe the rest of them aren't dates, but they're definitely numbers. They can only be numbers. So this is attached to that because it's considered one of the tragedies. Although, oh yeah. The 90s disappearances and the Battle of the Forest are both attached to this. Oh, you mean on these? It just tells you how to interact. It just tells you how to interact with the picture, that's all. $1887. God. Date of the Winter Festival. Oh, I can click this. Oh, that's what takes me there. Boo! Fine. German occupation takes me to the battle. What the heck? What are these codes? The Dragunov family code. So let's look at these. He's the oldest one. 1945. Oops. Ugh. It's preceded by Jan. So how is this guy related to them? First formulate a medicine. Yearly yield supplies 10% of the food. Medicinal herbs are also known to be overly potent. Even with their success, there have been pushes to industrialize their practices. Proposal was scrapped in 1992. I think that this is Casimir. And I think the victim's belongings were found in the forest. I'm just gonna go for it. Most notably, Attila Dragunov, Dr. Casimir Ostrovsky was also a victim of the disappearance. It was because of this that the modern farming initiative was scrapped. The victim's belongings were found in the forest, which is where they were presumed to have met their ends. I can't believe they were so close to the town. I was right! Ha ha ha! Can't believe they were so close to the town. This changes a lot of things. I need you to investigate further. By now, you must have tried to access our tragedy page. We normally don't show this to the public, but I'll make an exception. Ooh! Dear Volha, thank you for contacting the town hall. After considering your close relationship with the governing bodies, your request to access the article Kozlovka Tragedies has been approved. Below is the one-time code. 7328. Okay, so maybe I can't access those places. Seven, 3, 2, 8. All right. For an uneventful town, Kozlovka has had a fair share of tragedies throughout its history. See below the list of notable incidents. Animal killings for a small town. Among them, these are the tragedies that coincide with sudden spikes in Kozlovka's agricultural yield from earliest to latest. Ooh, okay. This was 1941. In August 1990, an unusual wave of deaths spread across the town. Most victims had pre-existing medical conditions and were found deceased in their homes. Postmortems revealed unidentified fungal matter within the bloodstream. Wow, I can't imagine. Suspected at first to be a fast-moving contagion, the tragedy ended as suddenly as it began. Coincide with sudden spikes in Kozlovka's agricultural yield. So I guess I have to also be looking at... Hold on. Where is... this? Okay. All right. Summer plague, August of 1990. So not quite. Oops. "15 people vanished in the summer of 1992. Yeah. So this one definitely. In 1965, nope. A tragedy occurred when locals were reporting their pets missing to the authorities. It was revealed that dozens of animals were found mutilated at the foot of the Draken Oak. Although the investigation was quickly resolved, the bodies were proven difficult to retrieve due to them decaying at a faster rate in the soil. No crossing. 3? Why is there a 3 on there? I'm marking that. In 1892... Uh-oh, I lost my picture. In 1892, dozens of locals were killed during the Winter Festival. Ah! 1892! Wait. Hold on. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Okay. The culprit, fine, I'll just click on that next. The culprit was caught murdering festival attendees in front of the oak. When cornered, the culprit slit their own throat and joined their victims. This is the earliest tragedy recorded in Kozlovka. Winter Festival occurs every year on the 15th of December, so 1512. The festival celebrated the hardship between people endured throughout the year. Wives would take up their husbands' tools as a sign of kinship and equal footing. The holiday is no longer celebrated since the massacre. Let's try 1512. Oops, God. Yeah! We're in, baby! Kozlovka was founded by Bohdan Dragunov and Alina Dragunova. What? Why are their names so similar? Story goes that their love guided them to the plot of land in hopes of starting anew as a family. A memorial was erected to honor the family, which includes a quote that reads, "For the loss of a few, there is still many." Ugh. It's okay to sacrifice a little bit. From earliest to latest. Festival massacre. In the 90s, disappearances. And then the animal killings were not, I think it said. Dang it. I have to go back. I have to go back. It's like 1945 or something. 1990. Okay, festival massacres right here. Oh, Battle of the Forest is the middle one. Okay, coincidentally, these tragedies were all committed in the forest. Probably. They're married. Women have A added to the end of their names in Russian. Oh. They're married or they're siblings. A friend of mine got married. They had the convo about taking his name. Interesting. Okay. Your findings have been more than helpful. They're disturbing. This pattern we're uncovering, it's not random. Someone knew. Someone let it happen. You must have redacted bypass installed on your system, like any good journalist. Yeah, of course I do. It's been a while since it's been prohibited by the government. Here's a refresher on how to access it. In order to enable redacted bypass, you must first have your system code. You can find this in your computer system. Oh, then you need the local area code of the city you would like to bypass. You can find these in all addresses. Local area code. Heading code. Okay. System code 342. Now I have to find the area code. Local area code and heading code. Woof. Okay. After the government's disapproval of their product, blank caused the tragedy. Blank. Enter your... Oh, this is it. Enter your system code, followed by the local area code. How do I find that? How do I find that? The area code. Bohdan Dragunov was a founding member of Kozlovka. Originally a carpenter, his career shifted to farming after having their first child, who was born sickly. He was famous for being a terrible farmer, but nevertheless persevered. He was always devout to his wife and had famously said to have borrowed her strength in times of need. Alina Dragunova was a founding member of Kozlovka. She was incredibly spiritual and set up the winter festival as her way of celebrating her husband's crops. The festival attracted dozens of people whose families make up Kozlovka today. She was always devout to her husband and was known in the community to set everything aside for the sake of her family. Okay. Okay. A winter festival for crops. It's really a terrible farmer. Where am I gonna find the area code? Still don't have the town ledger. Wondering if it's gonna be in a picture. We just need to find a phone number, right? I assume 321 isn't it, but... Three, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Oh, 451. There we go. There we go. There we go. 342 451. 342 451. Yes, baby, we're in. Welcome to the Redacted Bypass. With this program, you can access data from articles that has been previously modified. Yay! Insert article name. Yay! Let's go! Attila. Insert article name. Can I just drag it in? There was no sheriff, and so the mayor was responsible for leading investigations. Upon appointing himself sheriff, he stated, "As long as I draw breath, I shall keep this town thriving. Know that I will do what's best for Kozlovka." Okay. Reset. Casimir. Talented mycologist went missing during his time in Kozlovka. When the mycology community asked for his research in the forest, the local government refused to release it due to sensitive information. Okay. What did you do, Jan? I'm unredacting. Jan was infamous for being vocal about his disapproval of the use of the symbiotic ergot. After the plague, he launched the Modern Farming Initiative with the primary goal of phasing out the fungi from use. Well, I don't blame him. Okay. So, because of this, Jan Dragunov proposed the Modern Farming Initiative to abandon uses of the mushy. Okay. Okay, so one of these tragedies has more information. Probably. Oh, maybe the summer plague. Reset. The victims were frequent patrons of Dr. Mstislav, who regularly complained that standard medicine would not help people with such long-standing medical conditions. After a swift investigation, the police said there was no correlation. I'm positive it's the summer plague, because they found fungus in their bloodstreams. But it wasn't him, was it? It was him. He's the one we need to look at. He announced a more potent version of his medicine in 1989, but failed safety test in the subsequent year and was not approved by the government. Which medicine? I'm wondering if this is literally just this. And it caused the summer plague. Something's not correct. Okay, this is an actual medicine, I think. But what medicine? It said something about the government. After the government's disapproval of their product. Where's the mushy? There we go. Okay, I guess let's look at the other tragedies, just in case I'm like trying to round hole square block this. Not the animal killings. Witnesses mentioned they saw a red glowing dot darting around the area when the mutilations supposedly took place. This sparked a short-lived legend of an angry spirit in the forest. The police stated that this was a baseless rumor. Well, an angry red dot, the witch has one glowing red eye, right? They say it's just bloodshot, though. So maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's nothing, guys. Lena. Odin. None of that was redacted. Battle of the Forest has been adjusted. Oops. Accidentally hit enter again. My bad. Reset. Battle of the Forest. German documents showed that the occupation was not a simple invasion, but to also investigate an event that happened in the late 1800s. These documents were given to the local police force. Could it be this? Yeah, okay, it was a person. After the government's disapproval of their product, Dr. Dragunov caused the tragedy, the summer plague. Because of this, Jan Dragunov proposed the modern farming initiative to abandon any use of the symbiotic ergot. Mstislav is a good man, but I knew his ambition would get to him, to think he risked innocent lives. I may have found something that is of use. What's inside is sensitive. Handle it accordingly. I'll continue digging around for more material. To whom it may concern, as you know, it has been 3 months since our mayor went missing. He was dear to our hearts, but alas, we must come together and continue running the town. The control of the Kozlovka police force and its public database will be transferred to his son, Jan Dragunov, as he will be taking the reins as mayor of the town. With that, the passcode to the town ledger has been changed. It is now the heading code of Town Hall. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Heading code of Town Hall. Oh my gosh, do I need to look at that same email again? Town Hall. Heading code? What's a heading code? No, the heading code of the town hall. Maybe the postal code, but it's 4 numbers. All of them are 4 numbers. Town Hall, 7 Mira Street. We have no idea who we are. Don't know. This is a code for a different thing. That's not what we're looking for. This is gonna be the Draken tree. Well, one of these tragedies had a picture of the tree, so... Not that one, I guess. Winter Festival? Yeah. Carve this rune onto the Draken tree. Draken oak, sorry. Okay. Winter Festival. In 1892, dozens of locals were killed during the Winter Festival. The culprit was caught murdering festival attendees. When cornered, the culprit slit their own throat and joined their victims. Heading code of Town Hall. Heading code? No, they've done lots of quality of life stuff. This is so helpful. In root trees, you had to just like... You had to have things bookmarked, otherwise you were screwed. Yeah, it's 4 numbers. Town Hall, 7 Mira Street. 7451, maybe? That's all I can think of. No. Seven Mira Street. Maybe 4516. No. Slovka Town Hall Management. I could search for this person, or just for the town hall in general. Egg cream? Dude, ever since I stopped drinking caffeine, my legs have been hurting so bad. And I guess that can happen when you have like a big shift in what you're eating. Man. Now the heading code of town hall. I thought maybe it might be on one of these pictures, since these guys were like the mayors, right? I think that'd be more sugar. Yeah, it could be. I honestly don't know. Normally my body feels fine and my brain's the problem, and now my brain feels fine and my body's the problem, which tells me I need to just persevere. Just gotta persevere. 1892. Yeah, I think one of you guys said you have a hint. What would your hint be for the code I'm looking for? Consider looking over all the attachments. Okay. Well, that is what I was already doing. That's all of them. That has nothing. I looked up here a bunch. The heading code of Town Hall. You're so upset about what? Something I keep missing. Could be 0300, I guess. No. The heading code of Town Hall. Is it time for a mind clearing break? I don't know. Am I missing something really obvious? Can I answer? If your answer is going to be yes, then no. There's this code here, which we've already used. We've tried all of the numbers here associated with Town Hall. We went in here. I stared at this. The only things that look like numbers to me here are 0300. which I guess could be in different orders. Now the heading code of the town hall. I assume it's not 1273 because that's not a heading code for town hall, but I'll try it. Yeah. Nope, I don't know. I don't know, and clearly everybody in chat knows. So, what am I missing, guys? One of the attachments says what a heading code is. Oops, no, this one. But that's still not 4 things. Hold on. NW6. Okay, so it goes by 45-degree angles. So west would be, Jesus Christ. $195. I think 1957. I'll try it. I don't know how to do math. Nope. 1. East is 90, west is 180. Oh, plus 45. $225. 200 and... God. No. I'm definitely a math guy. I'm so happy for you. This is not the time. Hold it in. That would be right. So I'm just wrong about everything then. Southeast. South. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Southwest. West. 315. I hate this fucking game. What do you mean? Northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, west, northwest, 315. 6, that's the problem. There we go. Jesus Christ. I never want to do that again. Right. Attila Lilia. Uh-oh. Lilia Dragonova is the adoptive elder sister of Attila and Mstislav. Although she acted more as a caregiver to the two boys rather than a sibling, not much is known about her besides reports of her eccentric personality. In 1965, the Dragonov family announced that she had run away, though no investigation was held. Looks a lot like the witch. Oh, Volha is the mother of Jan Dragonov. She's a proud mother and adamantly supported Jan's mayorship after her husband's disappearance. Although she no longer uses their last name, she still has close connections with the family. Wait. This has been edited. Hold up. Her brother, Mstislav, pursued medicine after being inspired by her childhood stories of being sickly, one which damaged her eye, although it was more of a morbid fascination of her condition than a drive to help her. Where is the witch? There she is. Nope. Hmm. Okay. Really? Responsible for the tragedy. The Winter Festival. Did I already do this? Let's find out. There's a disturbing rumor that the killer carved the runes into the Draken Oak as part of festival traditions. Although not much evidence suggests this, it was speculated to be the reason why the festival is no longer celebrated. What? I'm so confused. In 1965. And when did the massacre happen? 1892. Okay, so no. The animal killings. No. Though the investigation was quickly resolved, the bodies were proven difficult to retrieve. Big ol' 3 there. Maybe it's the other one, not Semina's Cross, but the twin glyph. No. I'm positive. I'm positive this is true. Why would there be 2 characters with red eyes? No, wait. The adoptive elder sister of Attila and Mstislav. Although she acted more as a caregiver to the two boys, not much is known about her besides reports of her eccentric personality. In 1965, the Dragunov family announced that she had run away, though no investigation was held. And that's the same time as the killings, so I feel like this has to be right. So maybe it's just a different rune. What's the... Yeah, this mark. Was it this? No. There we go. Just keep bashing your head against the wall. It'll work eventually. Witch's true name is Lilia Dragunova. They were responsible for the tragedy, the animal killings. They frequently returned to the site of the tragedy to carve the rune Izvini into the Draken Oak, which is for restless spirits. To think that witch was their sister all along, and to think they had a sister to begin with, it's almost unbelievable. I've found this document hidden in the archives. It felt like it was meant to be buried, like it wasn't meant to be found. I hope it helps your investigation. Tree looks to be centuries old. It can be confirmed there are runes on the tree. However, it isn't in chalk, like the pictogram suggests. It seems to be carved with a carpenter tool. Remind soldiers not to trample over the area. Be careful of the delicate fungi. They're hard to spot, but they are there. Update, found a letter written a few days after the incident. We'll attach it along with these notes. Where's the letter, gang? Rumors of the tragedy spread across Europe and led to another tragedy. Well, this seems to be associated with this. With the battle. They're also responsible for the two blank on the blank. $15 people. thinking? Bro. Blank is responsible for the tragedy blank. They're also responsible for the 2, I think this is runes on the oak. Rumors of the tragedy spread across Europe and led to another tragedy. Blank. Okay. It is beside the forest, a vibrant woodland with a very distinct ecosystem. At the heart of the forest, a tall tree stands proud, and the locals refer to it as the Draken Oak. The town itself is a thriving agricultural business, one which boasts bountiful harvests and provides food sustainability. Engraved on the tree, there are 2 runes, the top being Zemina's cross, the bottom being Twin Glyph. The locals clearly hold spiritual beliefs tied to the forest. These beliefs are not unfounded, for there are colonies of symbiotic ergot around the tree. The fungus is likely the cause of the town's agricultural success. In the 1990s, there was a string of disappearances, most notably Attila Dragunov. Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky was also a victim of the disappearance. It was because of this that the modern farming initiative was scrapped. The victims' belongings were found in the forest, which is where they were presumed to have met their ends. For a small town, Kozlovka has had its fair share of tragedies. Among them, these are the tragedies that coincide with sudden spikes in Kozlovka's agricultural yield from earliest to latest. Blah, blah, blah. Coincidentally, these tragedies were all committed in the forest. After the government's disapproval of the product, Dr. Mstislav Dragunov caused the tragedy, the summer plague. Because of this, Jan Dragunov proposed the modern farming initiative to abandon any uses of the symbiotic ergot. The witch's true name is Lilia Dragunova. They were responsible for the tragedy animal killings. They frequently returned to the site of the tragedy to carve the rune Izvini into the Draken Oak. Okay, so summer plague and animal killings have been marked. They're done. We know who did them. Year 1943. Right, which is when the battle was happening. In June, a huge offensive was launched, cornering the Nazis. Dozens of lives were lost to the forest, which ended in a Soviet victory. Look at this again. German documents showed the occupation was not a simple invasion, but to also investigate an event that happened in the late 1800s. These documents were given to the local police force. I see. So the Battle of the Forest happened because of an event that happened in the late 1800s, which was this. Animal killing, summer plague. Okay. Blank is responsible for the Tragedy Festival massacre. They're also responsible for the 2 blank on the blank. Wives would take up their husband's tools as a sign of kinship and equal footing. think this is runes. On the Draken Oak. Set up the Winter Festival as her way of celebrating her husband's crops. The festival attracted dozens of people whose families make up Kozlovka today. She was devout and was known in the community to set everything aside for the sake of her family. Could have been Alina. She made it. Yep. Alina Dragonova is responsible for the tragedy, Festival Massacre. They are also responsible for the 2 Slavic rune symbols on the Draken Oak. The rumors of the tragedy spread across Europe and led to another tragedy, the Battle of the Forest. This must have been the beginning of it all. I've heard of the legend before, but always thought it was an old wives' tale to scare me when I was a child. I think we're uncovering a much deeper conspiracy than we thought. Surely someone must have known about all this. How did these tragedies go unnoticed, unconnected? Blank intentionally led investigations astray. They ousted Blank from the family after the tragedy and covered up mistakes made by Blank after this tragedy. Well, the one who is no longer associated... They ousted Volha. She was a proud mother and adamantly supported Jan's mayorship after the husband's disappearance. And then the one who is in control after that is Jan. It might be Jan, but I like calling him Jan. They ousted Volha from the family and covered up mistakes made by Jan after the tragedy. The 90s disappearances, I assume. Who's Volha? Jan's mother, right? Intentionally led investigations astray. Ousted Volha from the family. Mstislav? Maybe? But they were working against each other, because Jan didn't want them to be using the mushrooms anymore, and he did. So I don't think it's him. Can't a woman curse her whole town and create multiple tragedies? We support women's wrongs. But he's the only one that makes sense because after the 90s disappearances, Jan is the one who takes over. Volha is the only one that got removed from the family. No. Okay, wait. Remove all of that. He established the police force. He mysteriously vanished as part of the tragedy commonly known as the 90s disappearance. It might be Attila. And he might have ousted him because of the plague. And covered up mistakes made by No. Wrong order. Ousted Lilia because she becomes the witch. And covered up mistakes made by Mstislav. I think that's the situation. That makes more sense. He caused the summer plague, and she killed a bunch of animals. Still not sure why. There we go. Attila Dragunov intentionally led investigations astray. They ousted Lilia Dragunova from the family after the tragedy animal killings and covered up mistakes made by Dr. Mstislav Dragunov after the tragedy summer plague. I don't think this is a good direction to pursue. You've already done more than enough for the investigation, and your notes have been very helpful. For now, I'm asking you to stop looking into this. Please leave it be. So maybe this is Volha. Yeah. Must been incredibly close to Attila. After all, your real name is Volha Dragunova, isn't it? Attila was my husband. He was everything to me. I loved him, and I never imagined he would be involved in whatever this is. I hired you because I wanted to know what happened to him, not to learn he might have had a part in it. I don't know everything he did, but he was always a private man. Please don't assume the worst without proof. There's a reason why there are so many tragedies, probably. Everything traces back to one place. The roots lead back to the forest. That tree is the center of it all, and your husband is part of it. Maybe it wants the oak specifically. You're getting too deep. You know too much, dude. Ah. We've come too far to stop now. I suppose we have to see it through. I went through his office. I hate doing it. It feels wrong, but something caught my eye. I don't know why he had this or what it means. Maybe you'll understand better than I do. I'm sorry, Jan, but it's impossible. The land is too reliant on the ergot. Without it, we just can't. Maybe decades later, something can change, but the damage is too dire. Your proposal will fail. There's something else. I think I'm being watched. I might know who's behind the recent incidents, but I need to be certain before I say more. I'll explain in person. Sent a letter to Jan. To Jan Dragonov. Of how the Modern Farming Initiative will fail. They also knew who was involved in the disappearances, probably. I think it was this guy that he, like, invited to town. Yeah! Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky sent a letter to Jan Dragonov of how the Modern Farming Initiative would fail. They also knew who was involved in the 90s disappearance. These are the last of what I could find. They know I've been looking into this. If something happens to me, please find Key Smash. Uh-oh. Is everything all right? Are you there? My dearest daughter, do not fear the sacrifice your mother made. Take the fungi. You will not only survive, you will thrive. The land will remember your name as it remembers hers, with all the love I can still give your father. Yikes. Dear brother, I read her father's letter. Think about it. If the land feeds on what it is given, then maybe it doesn't have to end in ruin. Maybe this is how we survive. It's no wonder she never seemed to age all this time. I need to test it. A few small trials just to see. The thought alone has kept me awake for days. I know how it sounds, but this could change everything. Imagine what we could do for the next 50 years. Dear brother, time is running out. I think I'll have to start soon. Jan invited some expert after your clumsy mistakes, but I think I can handle them. Perhaps your trials were not failures. You said they passed in their sleep. It might be the best solution to make it as painless as possible. It's the best we can do for what we're asking of them. For the loss of a few, there is still many. Ah, the thing on the town thing. Is everything all right, Volha? Bro typed. Ah. Yeah, can you imagine? She's like, sorry, my cat walked on the keyboard. My bad. Hello, I'd like to apologize for Volha Dragonova's actions as of late. Unfortunately, we've decided to terminate your contract. Please cease all prior investigations and send your invoice to the town hall. Your services will be paid in full. Thank you for your cooperation. I think he's still alive. No. Could be him, I guess. Hold on. To my daughter, do not fear the sacrifice your mother made. In 1892. Take the fungi. You will not only survive, you will thrive. The land will remember your name as it remembers hers. So this is to the witch, Lilia, from Attila. Dear brother, I read her father's letter. Think about it. If the land feeds on what it's given, maybe it doesn't have to end in ruin. Maybe this is how we survive. It's no wonder she never seemed to age all this time. I need to test it. A few small trials just to see. The thought alone has kept me awake for days. I know how it sounds, but this could change everything. Imagine what we could do for the next 50 years. (1965). in 1992. Jan invited some expert after your clumsy mistakes. Dear brother. Perhaps your trials were not failures. You said they passed in their sleep. Okay, so is this Mstislav then? No. $1892. Is when the massacre happened. Take the fungi. You will not only survive, you will thrive. So yeah, this was written to Lilia. So what? Is Bodan still alive? Is that what they're trying to say? That the fungus has kept him alive forever? No. Jesus Christ. Okay. $1965 is when the animal killings happened. It's no wonder she never seemed to age. I read her father's letter. So she didn't do the animal killings. Attila did. To try and like live longer, maybe? So who is this? Not Lilia. It's Jan. Jan! That was a good guess, or perhaps you're simply more perceptive than I gave you credit for. Don't worry, buddy. I tried like 4 other names before yours. Tell me, what's driving you now? Curiosity, guilt, or the need to be right, no matter the cost? Probably the only one to understand. Too much blood has spilled in the forest. Blank and I didn't know what we were uncovering, but now we do, and the world deserves to know. Maybe this is just the town in general. Oops. Probably the only one to understand. Too much blood has spilled in Kozlovka. Volha Dragonova and I didn't know what we were uncovering, but now we do, and the world deserves to know. You are naive. You are naive to think that simply telling everyone is going to solve anything. Truth doesn't heal, it spreads, it divides, it consumes. Fine. I'll let you continue your investigation. You already have everything you need. Perhaps you'll understand the position I've been forced into. Start from the beginning. The letter... This letter was lost to time, only to be found. Which letter are we talking about? There's 3 of them. This one. Written by Attila to Mstislav, suggesting that the animal killings were a ritual to cultivate more ergot to treat Lilia. Letter was lost to time, only to be found during Oh, no. Okay. No, we're starting from the beginning. First letter. Hold on. This letter was written by it's addressed to Lilia, but it's written by Odin. Don't fear the sacrifice your mother made. Take the fungi. Suggests that the tragedy, the winter festival, was a ritual. Okay, the other stuff is right. To get more symbiotic ergot to treat Lilia. This letter was lost to time, only to be found during... Oops. The animal killings. Didn't it say Lilia was sick in the redacted stuff? Hold on. Her brother, Mstislav, pursued medicine after being inspired by her childhood stories of being sickly, one which damaged her eye, although it was more of a morbid fascination of her condition than a drive to help her. Right. My dearest daughter. It says she's the adoptive elder sister. All the love I can still give. It has to be Bodan's, for sure. But it was also time only to be found during the animal killings. But then the following letter says her father wrote to her. So was her actual parent Mstislav? No, Mstislav was her brother. So who... It has to be Botan. Addressed to Lilia. Suggests that this tragedy, festival massacre, was a ritual to cultivate more symbiotic ergot in order to treat Lilia's illness. This letter was lost to time only to be found during animal killings. What the fuck is wrong here? No, it's specifically the mushroom, man. All the love I can still give. Refer to research notes 144 for details. Okay, in half an hour I have to do the sponsored stream. She's cooking. I mean, I'm steaming, definitely. What the shit? The implication is that Lilia's parent was someone else. But there's no one older than these people. There's no one else in this age range here. Not sure if the pot is burning, but you're definitely cooking. What? None of this feels wrong. Addressed to Lilia. It's literally like, hey girl, your mom died and your mom killed a bunch of people, but that's okay, because a bunch of fungus grew, so take the fungi and it'll heal you. You'll live forever, maybe. The land will remember your name as it remembers hers. With all the love I can still give your daddy. So, like, what are we doing here? Okay, we're gonna do what we do with Curse of the Golden Idol. I'm gonna point out a paragraph and you're gonna tell me if it's correct. Ready? This top section, is this top section correct? Say yes or no. Yes, great. Is the middle section correct? Yes? This is the problem? But, wait a second. Only to be found during the tragedy, 1965. Was it wrong? 1965. I guess this is before the killings happen, because they're planning to do the killings and then pin it on her, right? So maybe it was found during the Battle of the Forest? Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, I know. I read it so many times. I know. Continue. I will, dickhead. Attempting the ritual. Blank caused the tragedy. It failed to achieve results. When they were caught, Blank took the letter and sent it to Blank. Time's running out. I think I'll have to start soon. Jan invited some expert after your clumsy mistakes, but I think I can handle them. Perhaps your trials were not failures. You said they passed in their sleep. Might be the best solution to make it as painless as possible. It's the best we can do for what we're asking of them. For the loss of a few, there is still many. So I think this is this. Mstislav caused the plague. Because it sounds like Mstislav would have also been the one who did the animal killings. Failed to achieve results when they were caught. No. Dear brother, I read her father's letter. If the land feeds on what it's given, maybe it doesn't have to end in ruin. Maybe this is how we survive. It's no wonder she never seemed to age. All this time, I need to test it. A few small trials just to see. The thought alone has kept me awake for days. I know how it sounds, but this could change everything. Imagine what we could do for the next 50 years. Yeah, because he's the scientist. Or doctor, or whatever. Documents showed the occupation was not a simple invasion. Investigate an event that happened in the late 1800s. These documents were given to the local police force. So the one who would have been in charge of the police force is Attila. It failed to achieve results. Right, because Battle of the Forest achieved results. Festival Massacre and 90s Disappearance. So maybe... No, hold on. It failed to achieve results. The Festival Massacre did. The Battle of the Forest did. So the Summer Plague and the animal killings are the ones that were failures. So I feel like this has to be here then. Okay, so maybe it was Lilia. Maybe Lilia did do all that shit that everybody said she did. No. Oh, right. This wouldn't be Lilia. It would be Attila. And then this would be the Summer Plague. Yep. Okay. Attempting the ritual, Lilia Dragunova caused the tragedy animal killings. It failed to achieve results. When they were caught, Attila Dragunov took the letter and sent it to Dr. Mstislav Dragunov. In their excitement, Mstislav caused the tragedy, the Summer Plague. You're almost there. Okay. After that, you invited Casimir. Oops. While research was underway, Blank started the ritual once again, causing the tragedy. The 90s disappearance. Blank was suspicious and tried to notify you. However, the letter was intercepted by Blank. This alerted you of the crime. The letter was intercepted. We tried to notify you. We read that letter. This might have been Dad. Or this was Dad. Because he's in charge of the police. No. While research was underway, Dr. Mstislav Dragunov started the ritual once again, causing the tragedy of the 90s disappearance. Maybe this isn't Mstislav. It was Attila. After the incident, you invited Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky to research the symbiotic ergot. While research was underway, Attila Dragunov started the ritual once again, causing the tragedy of the 90s disappearance. Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky was suspicious and tried to notify you. However, the letter was intercepted by Attila and killed them. This alerted you of the crime. I'm assuming you already figured out what happened next. You killed your dad? There isn't enough evidence. I can make a calculated guess. You killed Attila. He was the last victim of the tragedies? Oh, no. Of specifically the 90s disappearances. He may have been my father, but by the end, he wasn't the man I knew. When I learned what he'd done, what he intended to continue, I had to end it. It was foolish, because in the end, the burden fell onto me, the irony of it all. Some truths rot everything they touch. Do you understand why the past had to stay buried? Kozlovka is too reliant on the ergot. The town was built on death, on rituals disguised as tragedies, and it's been feeding on that ever since. Casimir only confirmed what I was too scared to admit myself. The town is built on blood, and to an extent, the country of Zarnava. If we stop the process, people will starve, but what's a measly few to sacrifice only every 50 years? It was a curse inherited by my family, but I've grown tired of the charades. I think in my heart, I wanted someone to know. I won't stop you from doing what you think is right. I only wished my mother wouldn't need to know. Huh? Oh, shit. Eeny, meeny, pepsidini, abba, boobalini, atcha patcha, liberacha, I love you. Burn the tree. Thank you for doing what I spent my whole life wishing I could. But every time I tried, I thought of what dying would mean, and I faltered. I was too scared, but now I've lived a much longer life than I needed. If Kozlovka survives, I pray it remembers you more kindly than it will remember me. From Lilia. Aww. We burned it. Right on time, I know. Hot dog. Ah. Sorry, I got very frustrated with the math section. Appreciate your patience. It was math. It was math. Goodbye, tree. Thank you for playing. This project was a labor of love. We hope you enjoyed the experience as much as we enjoyed creating it. Your game is saved just before the last report. Feel free to explore other endings. Oh, hold on. Real quick. still have to put them back in. Kozlovka is too reliant on symbiotic ergot. Save. Publish the article. Zarnava Internal Security has flagged you for unauthorized disclosure of classified material. Your residence is under surveillance. Agents will arrive within 2 hours to take you into custody. Processing will occur at the National Center. 1 phone call will be permitted. Remain at your registered residence until an agent arrives to avoid escalation. What the heck? I went to jail! No! Insane. The man got me. The man got me. That's not fair. Okay. Aw, man. Okay, last time. Submit. Continue. All right. Delete the evidence. Things are quiet. The fields are green again. The harvest looks like it'll be strong this year. My son hasn't said much, but he brushed it all off as a misunderstanding. I guess some things don't change. I can't help but feel like there's still something wrong. I know you've not replied to my previous emails, but please give me a sign. Okay, so we chose the best ending. We chose the best ending. We burned the tree. And yes, their economy is going to be in shambles. But this haunted fucking place is gone now. No more tragedies. And we didn't go to jail. That was fun. I liked that. Nice and short. I love games like that. That was a good time. And now we're going to go to break. And when we come back, we're going to do our sponsored section. We're going to be playing the demo of ShantyTown. Oh. Ho-ho! Got all the achievements in that game. I don't know how I could have not gotten all the achievements, but, you know, still feels good. Still feels good. All right. I will be right back. We're going to swap to, you know, we're going to put our little ad bug up and stuff like that. So go pee, grab a drink, take your pills, and we'll get started in about 5 minutes. Oh, there's no music. Ba 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 da ba. Here, let me get the game open. Maybe the game has music. Ba ba da ba be doo be boo ba boo be dee da ba ba doo ba. Ah, there we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the sponsored section of our stream today. Today we're going to be playing the demo for ShantyTown, which is a building game. It's about just building more and more and more, filling in all the little nooks and crannies, making a cozy or frantic or chaotic or sweet and chill town. A shantytown, if you will. So, shall we get started? Let's see what ShantyTown has to offer us. Let's look at the settings first. Show service totals. Screen shake, motion blur. No, no! Zoom rotates the object while placing. Ooh, that might be nice. I'll turn it on for now. Movement speed, rotation speed. I won't know if I need to adjust that until we're doing it, you know? Okay. Let's try it. No cute link today, gang, but this is right on Steam. If you look up ShantyTown, the demo is attached to the actual game page, so it's easy to find. The Bureau of Development. 2, Inspector Saffron. Rank, Surveyor Scout. Urgency, immediate deployment, official summons. It has come to the attention of the High Council that there has been unsanctioned development taking place on a Floodlands island. By decree of the High Council, you are hereby summoned to travel immediately to West Marsh to survey the extent of development. Your objective is to visit the 8 required locations, recreate your experience, take a photo of the development, add it to a dossier, and return with the report. Notice! This opportunity is mandatory. Failure to return with the report in hand will result in termination and exile. Timely completion of the report will forgive previous grievances. Choose signature. Ooh, these are fun. I want that one. I want you to take me to ShantyTown. I'll need this to take pictures of each location. Sites to survey. The Lighthouse, ShantyTown, Marshland's Pipe, Hot Pot Casino, Farm Harbor, map of West Marsh. This will come in handy to know where I am and where I need to go next. Oh, my camera, my sites to survey, a dossier. I'll keep my report and map in this dossier. And a frillaboat ticket. Let's get going. Ooh, cute. Begin. What's that guy? What's that guy doing? Wait, who's that guy? This feels like a little Towpunk almost. Welcome to ShantyTown. Let's learn how to play with a brief tutorial. Begin. Hold left mouse button or WAS to move the camera. Hold the right mouse button to rotate. Zoom in and out. Press to set the camera back to center. Oh, okay. Click on the button below to select an object to place in the world. Rotate. Got it. Huh? Oh, there we go. I can put that there. Oh, and then the door. Door. Some objects have variants. Press to change the model. Oh. Click on the house. Buildings require a certain amount of services to upgrade. Okay. Oh. Some objects come in a stacked group, indicated by this number. Okay. Oh. Okay. Service objects with a range can benefit multiple buildings. Oh, I see. I see. I see. So this benefits both buildings. This is a sign that will go there. Oh, cute. Okay. Place all objects to take a photo and complete the location. Okay. Okay. So let's do this benefits both. Can I pick something up again? No, I've already placed it. Okay, that's fine. Vending machine. They request the object type you're holding. Buildings will highlight. It can't be over here. Oh my gosh. Who's that? Oh my gosh. You can see upcoming objects and remaining services. Another window. Another window. Okay, it needs one more utility thing. Why is it just garbage? It's upgraded because we've provided services that it needs. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Okay, what do you need? Oh my gosh, so many things. All right. You want plants? I can give you plants. I can do plants. I can do plants. I can. More plants. What else do you want? Table. Okay, we'll put a table in the back. Put a table in the back with a chair and another chair. They automatically turn toward the table. Shut up. Ah! Oh my gosh. Wait. Hold on. Move it. Move it up here. What? You can just force it to have another level. Oh my gosh. What else do you need? Light. Okay. And then add an antenna. You got it. Yeah! Shut up. Shut up. So can they keep upgrading? Color. Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's it. It looks like. Put some bikes around, you know? Put an antenna on this house. Put a palm tree out. Just for fun. And another one here. And then take a picture! Frame style. Oh. I'm done. Yay! Okay, shut up. Complete my survey. Yeah! Yeah! Okay. Open dossier. Okay, so visit the lighthouse. Yes. Okay, now we're going up to the lighthouse. Oh. Buildings can stack when space is limited. Place buildings soon to take advantage of an object's range. Oh my gosh. Okay. A ramen shop, a cafe, and a house. House. Oh my god, this house is huge. Oh, little standees go out. If you need the house to be like on the edge. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's cool, man. Left Alt to see all buildings requirements at once. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess they all need a door. Okay. Put a big window there. And a big window here. That makes sense to me. Okay, we need a sign. Oopsies! Oopsie doopsie! Wait. Move this here. There we go. Okay. Small sign for what? For something. Okay. Restaurant stool. We do already have stools here. But that's okay. Maybe those are stools for inside, huh? house needs aircon, man. Big time. Put aircon in there. Oh my gosh, big bin, big bin. We need this to help the whole neighborhood, guys. How can this assist everybody? Ugh, it's just not hitting them. It's just not hitting them right. It's fine. We'll put it there. We'll put the dumpster next to the house that people live in. More houses! Ooh! Yes. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Another house. Terrifying. Ooh, power pole. Okay. Vending machine should go over here. Back alley vending machine. Let's go. I love the red glow from that. Electric sign. Whoa, neon signs have a lot of variety and can be customized. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait. Uh-oh, I can't do it. I was gonna try to do cat gang. I can do chat gang. What? Why not? Sure. There we go. There we go. We'll move this here. There we go. I wanted to see what else this could look like. Nothing? That's all it's got. It's fine. Okay. Put a tree out here somewhere. Ooh, an extension. That's dangerous. I like it. There you go. Little extension on your house, buddy. Another house? Sounds like there needs to be a house above the ramen place. It's the only way. What's everybody need? Ethan only needs 2 more utilities. Let's give Ethan some utilities, man. A bin. A bin is nice. What's everybody else need? This just needs more light. Sean and Phil could use some plant life, maybe. That's nice. Another house? I gotta start fulfilling stuff for the houses I've got. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's put a sign on the lighthouse. We haven't had another business. We haven't had another business show up. Does this defeat the purpose of a lighthouse? Oops. Nope. There we go. I'm fine with that. Might be misleading for ships. Nah, they're fine. They're fine. An air vent. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And now you can upgrade. Woohoo! A bonus object. Ooh, a pipe, air conditioning, an awning. I want another pipe, I think, because I think I have a lot of things that need utility. Put some light around, huh? Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's nice. Bro, we have another house to put somewhere. Hold on. We don't need it. Ray's house needs it. Ray needs it. Ray needs a table. Phil needs a pipe. There's your pipe, Phil. Yay! Ooh, what's this? A bonsai? Oh my gosh. Who needs greenery? No one! This guy will. Oh my god, I can have... No, I can't. I was gonna say, can I have buildings on the lighthouse? That's crazy. Okay. I guess let's see. do here? Ooh. We can truly just shove a house right here. Is that a mess? Yeah, it is. I kind of love it, but it is a mess. Another house. Here we go. Another terrifying house. Would you like a bonsai tree, sir? Hell yeah. Get it. What's this? Bottles? Bottles of what? Bottles just for fun. Antenna. Who needs them? You do. Who needs them? Sarah's house needs one. Okay. You still need light. And so does the cafe. There we go. There we go. Yes, I want this. So I need some lights for this poor person. Okay, this should upgrade now. Wahoo! I'll have another vending machine. They're not obstructive or anything. You gotta have bottles. You know what? You gotta have my pops. You're right. Whoa, that's them's bottles. Damn. Them's bottles. Just have them facing each other so they can be like star-crossed lovers, you know? Another tree? Sure. That's it? That's everything? Oh no, but I didn't upgrade everybody! Not everybody gets an upgrade at home, I guess. Oh. Look at that guy! Who is that? Who is that guy? All right, I'm done. Location complete. But is it? Creative mode's gotta be a blast. What's this? Not available in demo? But what is it? Your mission is to complete all eight main locations to finish your report. You can do as many side locations as you like along the way. Not available in the demo. I can't go to the crosslands, the cross waters. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll do the marshlands then. The marshlands pipe. The marshes are where I belong, after all. Yeah! Free demo to play. It's on Steam if you'd like to check it out. It averages out to be about an hour long. An hour is how long we're gonna spend with it today. I love that there's a creative mode. Stack buildings to accommodate density. I'll do my best. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Transport stop, okay. Should I guess be here? Wait. No, and then... I don't trust this game. I'm putting them out on the edge. And then a bar. Sure. Okay. A door. A window. Door? Window? Okay. Okay. A cafe. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? How do I make it? Wait, it was acting like the top. Oh, there we go. See? Then people can reach the ramen shop. No, no. There we go. There we go. Here we go, guys. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. That there. And the bin will go can it be shoved? It can. It'll go there. A house. A house right next to the train? Wild. Okay. Another bar. With another door. And a window this way, I guess. Sure. Yeah, there we go. Okay, some bottles. Some bottles in the ice. Like a blizzard. Okay. Restaurant stools. More houses. Let's go. Oh, that turned out weird. That turned out weird, didn't it? I can't change it now. Too late now. There we go. Here we go. You gotta be sneaky little butthead in this game. You gotta be a sneaky little boy. What the shit is this? Sorry, the sugar is this. I like that. I think that's fun. Light for all of them. An extension. Yeah! Wasn't even trying. Wasn't even trying. Flips hair. How's everybody looking? Destitute. Yeah, there we go. That's fun. I like that it wiggles up. This is just a box? Sometimes you just need a box, man. Advertisement. Oh, yeah. Okay, who needs light? Who needs light? Ramen shop needs light. Oh my god, more houses. Okay. Gotta start making streets now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll make this one yellow. what do we got here? I'll take another light. And then what's this? More air conditioning? Sure. Electric wire. That's not working perfect, is it? Exactly as planned. Just how I planned it. Another house. Some cute little streets. More bottles. Oh, I see pipes. Like, I see. Lots of people need something decorative nearby. I like that this is called Nan's house, and we're just gonna be like, yeah, but Nan likes to party. Nan likes to party, gang. Here we go. There you go, Nan. Enjoy your house. A balcony, sure. That's fun. Anton could use a balcony. Just kidding. Anton could use an air vent. There we go. Okay. Now how's everybody looking? Eric just needs something cute nearby. The transport stop needs some help. There we go. I like that it looks exactly the same. An ATM? Sure. Who needs something like an ATM nearby? You do. Okay. Hi, Luna. Yeah, I'm liking it. It's very easy, like in a good way. Like this sort of game could be extremely finicky, and it hasn't felt finicky. Like most things are pretty intuitive, which is very nice.
Which is nice, I like it.
God, I need more decorative stuff so bad. The vending machine is decorative? Sure, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Oh, here we go. Yay! Okay, more decorative stuff. And an aquarium. Here we go. Now we're trucking. More electric wire. Oh my God. Nope. Oh my goodness. Where does that go? Where can that go? What do you do with this? That's insane. I love that. I love how gigantic that is. That's amazing. Bar. There we go. An advertisement right next to it. There we go. Yeah. Brewery tanks, sure. That sounds fun. Ah, nothing decorative left. Ripperoni. Yeah, sure, why not? Cute. I'm a fan. I like it. You built a Midgar sector. I mean, that's kind of like the game is about having a small space to work with and shoving as much stuff in as you can. And I like that as we're playing, we're getting more and more like little like things like this to just put around that adds like life, you know? I'm done. That doesn't seem a big enough tank for that fish. That sea creature's never been happier. What do you mean? It can almost turn around comfortably. Me, a corpo. What do you mean? He looks great in there. Can I do this? Small shrine. Oh, is the thing that's not available. I see. Location unreachable. Wait. Wait, is that everything that I'm allowed to do? Did I do it all? Demo finished. We did it all. I want to do the small shrine, and I want to do the crosswaters. I love that too. I think that this game would be really good for, well, maybe somebody who's more like this would disagree, but I was gonna say, I feel like this game would be really good for somebody who like, maybe overthinks like perfecting building games, because this game is definitely not about making things look perfect. It's supposed to be kind of haphazard, you know, like look at what we built. We were just shoving houses wherever they could fit, man. But it wound up, I thought, in the end being really fun. It's very chaotic, but in a way that winds up being really charming and interesting. And it seems like as you play, you unlock more and more and more things that you'll have in your deck, so to speak, that you can add in, like more things that give like color and vibrancy and fun. No link today, no. It's on Steam. It's the ShantyTown demo that's on Steam, so if you want to check that out. But it's creative mode. Apparently, it's just like, you just get to keep going. So it would be this, I believe, but without, well, let's try. Yeah, you just get to keep adding stuff. Oh, that's fun though. It shows you how many things you haven't unlocked yet. I like that. So you can't use them in creative mode unless you've unlocked them. So yeah, gives you a bunch of stuff that you can use, and you can just use as many of it as you want. I can put trash cans everywhere. Trash forever. Trash forever. Clear the map. Do it. And you can have a fresh start. You can change the weather. Oh! Make it stormy and rainy. You can change the music that's playing. That's fun, man. That's cool. So yeah, clearly, as you play, there's a bunch of stuff to unlock. I think all of the yellow things that we found were like unlockables, like the aquarium and the bonsai tree and stuff. It's great for people who are into dioramas. Yeah, true. Can we shove in more big fish boys? You sure can, buddy. If you want to play this demo and just shove a bunch of fish boys everywhere, it's cursed, but you can do it. It's cursed, but you can have a whole town of fish boys if that's what you really want. Oh my gosh, I thought my sock went missing. That was almost a a tragedy. I wonder if stacking the fish boys merges the aquariums. Do you want me to check? Let's find out. Nope. They just go on top of each other. Don't they look happy? Don't they look happy? Oh no, they're still in the background. Oh no. Oh no. Now they have each other. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look, they're having a nice time, okay? They're fine. They're fine. They're buddies. Look at them. This is your legacy. What? Okay, hold on. Clear it. Yes. And then just put a singular nice bonsai tree out there, okay? And then some stilts. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Wahoo! 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 There you go. See? See? Just for him. Do it for him. The singular bonsai tree. These are their vacation aquariums. Oh my goodness. Anywho, this is ShantyTown. It's we just played the demo. It took us about an hour, but clearly you could just sit around and you could dink around with the demo for quite a while. So feel free to go check it out. That's on Steam. The actual game is coming out in April, so you won't have long to wait for the full game. If this looked like your sort of a thing, as always, putting games on your wish list helps them out a lot for when they release. So if you think this game looks adorable and you'd like for it to do well, even if you can't buy it, putting it on your wish list helps them out. The bonsai tree remembers. All right, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. Hey, settle down. Points. I didn't shove those fish in those aquariums, okay? I'm just a corpo. I'm just here with my little dossier and my tiny notebook, and I'm just doing a little scratch. That's all I'm here for, man. I didn't shove them. I didn't shove them in there. I didn't do this. All right, let's read off the activity feed and then I'll send you somewhere else. Thank you guys as always for coming by. I believe Raid Leader is open if somebody would like to snag it. Otherwise, I'll find somewhere to send you. Catus Magus, thank you for the 73 months. Pottergeck, thank you so much for the 4. And Barebones, thank you for the 50. And Silver Singer, this was a little bit before we started stream, but thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Are the humans not in their own stuffed aquarium-sized homes? So true. Ain't that the truth? Goshil. Let me do my due diligence. I think I've said this before, but I used to, this is not part of the sponsorship. I used to, when people would use Raid Leader, I used to be like, I'm gonna go make sure this person isn't naked. And somebody got really upset thinking that I thought that they would suggest somebody who was naked. I was like, it's just a joke. It's a joke. So I don't say that anymore. Goshel is playing Lord of the Rings online. If you would like to go say hello. Go say hi, spread love and joy. Thank you as always. I will see you guys tomorrow. We've got a Geekenders with me and Crander, and our third wasn't able to make it, so hopefully we can find a different person for our third, but it might just be me and Crendor, which would be a hoot and a holler. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care and bye-bye.